the blood and gore. He wasn't into Jason. He was really into vampire. The reason why I stitched my own video because I wanted to make a point. If you look at life, the dimension that we are living in, right? We are surrounded by spells. We are surrounded by sorcery. We are surrounded by idolatry. Even the language that we speak is a spell. It's like all these beings that is around us, they use spells. They use witchcraft. They use sorcery against us. So we are basically living in a dimension, and there's no telling how much they have used. Like this life that we are living, a lot of us is fully aware that we are under a curse, that we have a curse put on us, right? So everything that is going on in this life that we are living, it has some type of spell on it. It has some type of witchcraft on it, right? And when you think about God, when you think about prayer, when you think about Jesus, right? If they got us programmed into this religion and into this Christianity, and they make us get on our knees and bow our heads and put our hands together and pray, that don't, if you look at that, what is that? Then when you go to church, right, they make you drink grape juice and eat a piece of bread. Like, what is that? Like, we don't question nothing that we do on a regular basis, right? And then you got some people that speaks in tongue. What is that? What are they saying exactly? Sometimes they just jibber jabbing words. I can tell the difference. But it's like, if you look at life for what it is, we are surrounded by witches and warlocks. They even tell you in the music industry, before they put that album out, they put a spell on the music. So our minds is entwined with spells and witchcraft and idolatry and sorcery. So it's like, if we get our minds to see what is really going on, how as we as the people can break out of this curse? How is we as the people can break out of this spell? Because we is cast under a spell. Because we are fully aware that it's witches. A lot of these singers and rappers and actors, they put it out there to the world that they do witchcraft. They put it out there that they gravitate to these beings. Like Beyonce literally tells y'all that Sasha Fierce is in her. Nicki Minaj basically tell you that Roman and some other chick is. They literally tell us in our faith that they deal with witchcraft and sorcery. So if we know that we are dealing with people that has an advancement of witchcraft and idolatry and sorcery, then that means that we are living under a spell. This whole fucking dimension is a spell. Including your body is under a spell. Because our eyes is under a spell. We can't even see what we're supposed to see. Our brain is under a spell. We're not even using all of our brain. Our hearing is under a spell. Our bodies is under a spell. We can't even use our bodies for the potential of our bodies. It's like we were designed and created and made to be less than, to not be as powerful or just as powerful as the ones that created the body. And it's like, what we as the beings, the human beings, what can we do to break out of this spell? What can we do? What can we say? What kind of spell can we use to get out of it? What kind of spell that we can use to break free from it? What kind of spell that we can use to demolish theirs? But yet they keep us under the spell by lying to us, contaminating our air, contaminating our foods. And then the thing about it is, some of us is realizing that we are actually eating other humans. I've been aware that we've been eating humans for over 20 years. Damn near my whole life, I've been aware we've been eating humans. They even tell you in the movies we eating humans. So these people that is in this witchcraft, these people that is controlling this dimension with idolatry and sorcery and all of these things, they are using the same thing that they do and they putting it on us. And what I mean by that is that everything that these demons are doing to keep their spell up, they're using their spell on us. And meanwhile, we work under a whole entirely different spell. We are different from them. But yet they uses their way to control us. And it's like, people can't grasp what I'm talking about. People is not going to be able to grasp. I'm not no witch. I'm not no warlock. I'm not no wizard. What are you then? Because every day when you eat your food and you pray over it, what are you doing to that? When you pray over your food, you're putting a spell on your food because you don't want it to be poisoned. So you're putting a spell over it. What they say is prayer. When you get on your knees and you pray to Jesus Christ, you are doing a spell to invoke something. What is that? Come on now, we got to wake up. What is this shit that they're doing to us? What are they doing to us? When we call on the name, the Spirit of Jesus, who is we actually calling to come in us? Who are we actually calling to come into our lives? Because we only going by what they told us. A lot of us is waking up to know who Jesus really is. A lot of us is waking up to know what Christianity religion is. And you got millions of people that have said, Jesus, come into my life. Who is, in fact, Jesus? What is we doing to ourselves? And we are not aware that we are doing it. What are we doing? We using what they telling us. We are reading the books that they gave us. We don't even have our own books. You see the book of Enoch. You see the Quran. You see the Holy. You see all these books. And a lot of us believe these books because it seems so real, don't it? Because if you read these books, it tells you a lot that was going on now. But do y'all know that everything that is going on now in this generation has already happened before? Each generation goes through the same exact thing. Each generation have their own way of dying in the same exact way, just in modern time. What is going on right now in this generation with the world crumbling apart, the last generation did the same fucking thing. Look at the mud floods that we went through. Look at all the killings that we went through. Look at all the people that was murdered and crucified because of their beliefs. We already done been through this shit. Look at all the wars we done went through. Look at all the cities and states and countries that came apart. Do you think that the earth map looked the same way 1,000 years ago, 500 years ago? We already been through this shit. This is how they know what's going to happen because we already lived through it. But they put us in a spell. They put us under a spell. You want to know how they do it? Not only do they do it with the food in the air, but they do it with these. They do it with these. And we willingly give them our bodies. We willingly believe everything that they tell us. We as the human beings, not just blacks, for every human being, we gotta wake up from this spell. Because if we don't, they're going to use